Hey guys, it's Flint back again, and I'm back to making my story, The Sounds of Nightmares, Chapter 3, Part 2, The Theatre of the Mind. It's time to read. What's it like? As if I'm watching a film that I'm also the star of, and when I woke, it was here, in the copy that felt more like the dream. More palpable. The Candleman, I can't talk about him without the rest. If this is an interview with myself, may I begin where I want? Of course, let your imagination run, but don't be afraid to interact with the dream. This is an important step in our process, the dialogue. Bring together the divided parts of yourself. The mirror. Pardon? The one off your shelf. If I'm meant to speak to myself, patients aren't meant to have mirrors, but here you are, my bright girl. Begin as you please. In the dark, a hand let go of mine. Opening my eyes, I lay on hot concrete, staring up at a sky with no sun. And before me was endless grey, broken by yellow lines of paint, all the way to the horizon. Standing in that car park, I heard a silence, so silent my own heartbeat was a marching drum in comparison. It was followed by a loneliness, so lonely I could hardly bear it. I had to turn away. Behind me, I was glad to see a building, a shopping mall, so large I felt half my normal size. Its doors opened and I ran to them. Inside the promenade, the lights flicked on, one by one, greeting me as the PA speakers came alive with music. It had been ages since I visited a shopping mall. I didn't know where to start. You saw no need to find an exit right away. I felt like I was in good hands, but many shops were closed though. There were no doors and no displays in the windows. Or there must have been a private entrance because I could see shadows beyond the glass. After passing by several shops this way, I grew disappointed. But that's when a cowboy's voice came over the speaker. Say, let Jujubes toys, dolls, games, puzzles and more. Ground floor by the fountain. I could see that fountain in front of me, and on the other side was a bright green storefront with bubbles floating out the entrance. Shelves and shelves of wonders lined the shop. The toys on the first shelf were very old, but deeper shelves held the same toys I had back home, and deeper ones held exactly those I'd wished for. Even little Lottie Potty, but these Lotties had black eyes, not blue, and their skin was yellow like autumn leaves. The shop owner wasn't present, so I grabbed one and began playing on the carpet. But it didn't take long for me to grow bored. That was the first time I felt too old for dolls. Maturity is natural as you approach adolescence. The brain loses interest in things once held dear. The idea of growing up made me sad, and, as if reacting, Lottie's dress became wet. That is the end of Chapter 3, Part 2, The Theatre of the Mind. I hope you enjoyed, and I will make a new part tomorrow. Good night, my little ones.